If you guys want to watch these videos live, make sure to follow me on twitch.tv/Bionicpigtv. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Mom realizes her son is a mass killer.
There's a shooting at the museum in the mall. Hurry.
There's people wounded on the floor.
Everybody get out of here. He's gonna go.
If we need some more people inside to help clear the rest of this building, we're finding more victims.
I don't want to be crass, but I know dead when I see dead.
He's a loner. He never really had a lot of friends.
Did you enjoy it?
A little bit.
What about it did you enjoy?
Just the killing part.
In
Chat, it's a mass shooter. He must be trans.
2016, terror erupts at the Cascade Mall in Burlington, Washington, as
Thoughts?
a gunman opens fire in a ruthless act of carnage. Authorities respond in force,
Must be.
but by the time they arrive, he's already gone. What
Clearly a trans disabled BIPOC.
follows is the relentless pursuit of a killer hiding among an unsuspecting public, culminating in a bone-chilling confession that exposes the cold, calculated mind behind an unspeakable massacre.
You know what is a reoccurring thing in a lot of these videos? Trans, Antifa, and communist? Is that I guarantee there's going to be years and years of obvious red flags that this dude was saying or like blatantly obvious that he was going to do something, and then no one did anything about it.
The following is based on official police records, and most of the footage
just
has
my
never been
thought.
seen before. Please note that while some of the following CCTV footage is intense, it does not show anyone being physically harmed or injured. In the early evening hours of September 23, 2016, the Cascade Mall is filled with its typical crowd of families, young children, and casual shoppers. What none of them realize is that a calculated predator walks among them, whose deadly intentions are about to turn their quiet night out into a waking nightmare.
I'm
Just
already
before
blaming
7
the
p.m.,
parents, yeah.
the first 911 calls began flooding in.
Sketchy, I don't know what this emergency. There's a shooting at the museum in the mall. Hurry.
I'm sorry, what's going on?
There's a shooting at the Macy's in the mall.
Okay. Whereabouts at the mall? Whereabouts at the mall?
At the Macy's, the women's department.
Okay, ma'am, are you safe where you're at? Where are you at?
She's at the Macy's in the mall.
You see the person or a vehicle?
I saw him inside. There's people wounded on the floor.
Yeah, I love how that lady's like yelling, "Where are you at?" And she's whispering so she doesn't get heard. Where are you? Like,
Response from local law enforcement is both swift and overwhelming, with more than
say it with your chest. Yell, "Where are you?"
200 officers.
Dude, like she's yelling so loud on the phone. Like I bet the phone is louder than her herself.
From 27 agencies converging on the scene. Believing an armed suspect might still be inside, officers in full gear move into the mall. Inside, they're met with the tragic aftermath of unspeakable violence.
2-5 Cascade, I've got 2 victims down bleeding in the makeup section.
2 victims in the makeup section.
2-5, I got 1 rifle left in this area. 1 at Cascade, got another 1 down.
3rd victim.
If we need some more people inside to help clear the rest of this building, we're finding more victims.
With the possibility of an active shooter still inside, paramedics are unable to safely enter the mall to reach the victims. Police continue to move through the building in teams, methodically clearing each area as they search for any sign of the suspect.
Do we have confirmation suspects are out of the building? You have confirmation? Because we do not. Negative. Receive, we're working our search.
After multiple sweeps of the building, a horrifying reality sets in. The killer has escaped, leaving behind a Ruger 1022 rifle on the cosmetics counter.
Oh, is that like an aftermarket magazine clip? What's the word
on
for
the
it?
cosmetics counter. Paramedics enter to assess the victims, and 1 is taken to a local hospital. The rest are beyond saving. Investigators turn to mall surveillance footage hoping to identify the suspect and trace his movements. This haunting footage will later reveal the deadly attack inside Macy's, and with it, the chilling realization that Macy's may not have been his initial target. Meanwhile, officers systematically move from store to store.
911 dispatchers seem like the least comforting and calming people, which kind of sucks because like those are the people you call when you are in peril. So whenever you get met with someone giving you attitude, it's pretty upsetting. But to an extent, I kind of get it because their job is just to get information and get you help. But still, it's like, you think they would train these operators to like have some empathy and like, you know, some calming element to them, especially in dire situations like this.
Locating survivors. Throughout.
To be fair, it's a stressful job. Yeah, I know it's a stressful job. But at the same time, I also feel like, I don't know, I feel like there needs to be some level of what's the word I'm looking for? It's coming to me. Some level of Butterfinger jerky, biscuits and gravy.
The night, emergency dispatchers receive a staggering 675 calls from those in hiding, witnesses, people seeking information, and families desperately trying to locate their loved ones.
My girlfriend's mom works at
Did you know cancer, empathy is cancer apparently? Well, empathy is just a buzzword that only came to real life recently because of the you know, radical left trying to poison people's brains into thinking that you should actually care for other people.
And someone just told her what's going on, and I'm trying to find information for her. Her mother's name is Shayla Martin.
Shayla Martin.
Is she alive?
As survivors are evacuated, a bus arrives to transport them to His Place Community Church, the designated reunification site where anxious families wait, hoping to see their loved ones walk through the doors. But some refuse to board, unwilling to leave without knowing if their loved ones are safe.
I mean,
Save one more person who missed the bus and is missing his daughter.
Oh,
Was
no.
his daughter on the bus?
Oh.
No, she was in Macy's.
Oh, no.
Investigators work urgently to obtain CCTV footage that will soon reveal the truth about what happened during those terrifying minutes.
Oh,
but before
God.
they can begin to piece together the full story, their first priority is clear: track down an unidentified killer who is still on the loose and could strike again at any moment. One witness told investigators she saw the shooter retrieve the rifle from the trunk of his car, which she described as a blue four-door sedan with a large dent in the side. Street cameras captured a similar vehicle leaving the area at the time of the shooting. By the following day, the suspect was still on the loose, leaving investigators turning to the public for help. They circulated a photo from Macy's CCTV in the media and set up a tip line, receiving more than 300 leads. Most led nowhere, but one name came up multiple times.
I got a stepson, and he's got a stepbrother, and he thinks that's him.
Can I get his name?
I know him by just one name. It's Arjan.
Dispatch, can I help you?
Hi, my name is Emma, and I saw pictures on Facebook of the suspect, the shooter, and I think I might have an idea who it is.
What's the name you think of the person you know?
His name is Arjan Chetin, and he's from Turkey.
And he's from Turkey. Okay.
So it's a little strange name, but it's spelled Arcan.
And what was the last name?
Chetin, Cetin.
20-year-old Arjan Chetin, who was born in Adana, Turkey, and immigrated to the U.S. at the age of 6, is now a key suspect. Detectives locate Arjan's mother, Hatice, in the hopes she can provide confirmation of his identity.
Are you aware that there was a mall shooting last night here in Burlington? I watching TV. Okay, yeah. So we have been given information that your son is the one who's responsible. So I'm sorry to just throw that on you and shock you. So that's why you're here.
He was with us yesterday.
Adige explains that Arjun was in Oak Harbor with her and her husband for dinner around 4 or 5 o'clock before leaving for his job at a local restaurant.
Do you remember what he was wearing yesterday? Did you already ask that?
No, I didn't get that. I'm sorry. Thank you.
I believe like his short and t-shirt.
Shorts and t-shirt? Mm-hmm. Okay, what color was he wearing? You remember?
I believe like a navy blue.
A navy blue?
And the t-shirt, the color was dark.
Man.
Dark? Okay.
But I don't remember what was the writing on it.
I want to show you a picture.
Okay.
And I want you to take your time and look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me if it's your son.
Mm-hmm. That's him.
He shot and killed 5 people yesterday.
Oh my God. So sorry. Oh my God. Where did you find the gun?
I don't know. It's
Her reaction's a little bit not what I would expect after finding out your son just killed a bunch of people. Oh my God. Oh my God.
We're still looking into that. So I don't have that answer. I don't know.
And I don't know if my husband knows where he's gone.
Arjun's stepfather David, a retired U.S. Navy serviceman, is also shown an image of something he may recognize.
Does that .22 rifle stand out to you?
Why don't you... bro, parents, lock up your fucking guns, bro.
It looks like my rifle.
When David checked the place where he normally stored the firearm, he discovered the .22 caliber rifle was missing and confirmed Arjun knew exactly where it was kept.
And has he shot that specific gun? He has in the past, yes. Okay. So he knows how to handle a .22, at least. I've taught all my kids how to handle a gun. Plus, he was in ROTC on the shooting team. Okay. So he knows how to do it pretty well. Okay. Has Arjun talked to you at all today? No, I have not talked to him since he left yesterday. Okay. What was he driving yesterday? My wife's 2005 Chevy Cavalier. Okay. You know what color that is? Blue. Okay. Anything about...
He's from Turkey, different culture, and in shock. What does being from Turkey have to do with reacting if your son killed people?
The car that would stand out.
Do different cultures react differently to when their child shoots people? Huh?
It's a 4-door and both back doors are dented in.
Investigators confirmed Arjun's vehicle had a dent that was consistent with what witnesses stated.
Like, I get the shock element. Yeah, it probably is shock and, like, you know, non-believing of the situation. That makes more sense, but I don't understand what being from Turkey has to do with anything.
Between that and a positive identification from his photo, the shooter's identity was confirmed to be Arjun. For his mother, the confirmation was devastating.
Not different reaction, just different processing with language barrier and all that?
I'm in shock now. I'm sorry.
I can't believe that shit. Oh my God. So, oh my God.
You know what?
I need smoke.
Okay.
I mean, now you see now it feels more real.
Give you just a second before we go smoke, okay? I want you to...
Okay, I'm always suspicious of everyone in every video, okay? Because I never know if someone's like, oh, I was actually helping him behind the scenes or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, you guys watch these videos with me. I mean, come on. I'm skeptical of everybody. Yeah, there it is.
Can you
there
find
it is.
some tissues, please? You can open some tissues.
Yeah, there it is.
I'm just gonna find you some tissue.
I really like that. This is really sad. How are you hurting people?
Well, you know,
I'm gonna read about my friend and I'm gonna read about other 5 people.
With his identity revealed, the hunt for Arjun began. Cameras capture Arjun on the night after the attack entering a convenience store. Several minutes later, what appears to be an officer or security guard enters, but finds nothing amiss. As Arjun checks out, the man behind the register has no idea he's face to face with a murderer who just took the lives of multiple innocent people.
Wow.
He exits the store and vanishes into the night, on his way to the highly populated city of Seattle.
Oh, no.
On September 24th, he enters the
that.
iconic Space Needle, where he casually eats lunch and enjoys the sights alongside unsuspecting tourists. Nearly 24 hours after the mall attack, Arjun returns to his apartment in Oak Harbor, where police have been conducting surveillance.
Wonder why he did it? Like, what the fuck? I mean, this guy's interesting because I feel like a lot of mass shootings are like people going out with a bang kind of situation where they want to die. Like they want either cops to shoot them or they shoot themselves afterwards. But it's like a killing spree, like taking people out with them kind of thing. But this guy just shoots up the mall and then just goes and chills out and goes and eats dinner and just does whatever. Like, I don't know. It's bro just randomly woke up and chose violence, I guess.
And place him under arrest. In the days following, Arjun is interrogated multiple times without success, answering questions with "I don't know," and often smirking at investigators.
I don't know. I can't say. I can't say. I can't say this.
It isn't until November 2nd that he finally agrees to explain what happened at the Cascade Mall and the twisted logic behind his actions.
Why Cascade Mall?
Thank you, Mean Streak, for the Prime sub.
I don't know. Because there's a lot of places. I mean, you're from Oak Harbor. There's a lot of places between Oak Harbor and Burlington. What made
The number of people.
Okay.
The mall was a big place.
Okay. And so why Macy's?
I just went in there.
And where did you go first at Cascade Mall?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay.
And well, I was gonna go in the theater, but the doors are one way, so you can't just walk in.
So you actually went into the theater?
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you do when you went in the theater?
Look, I went inside the theaters and looked.
How did he? I have a big question. How did he get a giant rifle into the mall? When was this? 2016? Okay. 2016. I don't think we were like giga secure about everything on 2016, but
That place that had people.
Okay.
Thank you, Witch
So to
11
get back
for the
into
22
that
months.
area, can you just walk around in there, or do you have to do something?
Yeah, I bought a ticket.
Okay. You bought a ticket to actual movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna watch it. I just wanted
Okay.
to get in the back.
This bone-chilling confession comes just 4 years after the 2012 mass shooting at a movie theater in Aurora, Colorado, where 12 people were killed in one of the deadliest attacks in U.S. history. After gaining entry to the theater by purchasing a ticket for the movie Snowden, Arjun heads to the back exit door and props it open with his cell phone, planning to return later. A man
He walked in holding it. Lady saw him pull it from the trunk. So confusing. Like, why would... I mean, I guess it's 2016. People, I don't know. I feel like security must have just been AFK.
notices the phone and turns it into an employee, unaware that this simple act may have saved countless lives. One witness recalls encountering...
keeping me company at the dentist. Chat, talking about the dentist, my temporary crown broke. Remember how he said that it cracked because I was clenching my jaw at night? It broke. But the bright side is that my permanent crown apparently came in early, so they're going to replace it on Monday. So, not too bad. Not too bad.
Arjun as he returned, only to find the phone was gone.
He wanted to know about his cell phone. He thought
Do you need a better dentist? Chat, a temporary crown breaking is very common. That is a very common thing that happens.
Had his cell phone. He was really aggressive, agitated, wanting to know where his cell phone was, what I had done with his cell phone, something to that effect. I mean, like, there were like 3 exchanges that I finally said something like, "Get the hell away from us, you're crazy," or something. I mean, the final time I was annoyed, and I said something like really aggressively. And then I think he turned around and like went back in toward the theater.
Surveillance footage next sees Arjun return to the kiosk, telling the female employee the phone fell out of his pocket.
And you said you worked in some theaters?
Okay.
Okay. And how do you remember how many?
Like, until I found one with like plenty of people in it.
Okay. And when you say plenty of people, I mean, how many are you looking for?
The whole theater.
The whole theater?
Arjun is seen entering Theater 11 multiple times throughout the evening. Later that night, a 911 caller reported spotting a suspicious individual.
He came in, we were sitting in the back, and I was right next to the aisle, and he came in just to my right, really, like he flew open the door and ran in, and he said, "Oh," and then he stopped and turned around and ran out. And I turned to my wife, and I said, I think he was in the wrong theater. And after everything happened, I thought maybe that it might be possibly the shooter.
Investigators determined that the 32 people in theater room 11 were likely his target.
Oh, man. Imagine being those people. Oh, God.
They also noted that the guests in this theater would have been close to exiting by the time he returned, meaning the only other theater with guests left inside would have been the children's movie playing in room number 13.
Oh, God, no.
Whether he would have targeted children is a question he'll soon confront, and one of many harrowing revelations yet to come.
And had they not found your phone, what would you have done?
Shot them.
Okay, where would you have shot?
In the head.
Okay, I know in the head. In their seat. So would you wait for them to come out?
In their seats.
Okay.
Just like to the back of their seat.
So you were just gonna go down the aisle and just headshot him?
Yeah.
Just in the back?
Right.
Okay.
Oh, my God, dude.
How full was the theater?
It was just people that were more than that was in my gun.
Okay. How many people do you think in that van?
The way that he coldly looks at people like that, where he doesn't look at people like, oh, there was like 30 people in there. He looks at him as, oh, more than the ammo I had. That, just the way he's like that, oh my God. That is, bro doesn't look at people like people, that's for sure. That's crazy.
How many people do you think he could have got?
All 25, or however many holes I had.
When his plan unraveled, Arjan set out to find a new one, staking out multiple areas of the mall while his gun remained in the trunk of his car.
And then what happened next?
I drove to the Macy's side.
Okay. And then what?
Scope the place out again.
Okay. And also through the Chuck E. Cheese?
Through Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay. And so
I'm
you
glad
scope
that
out.
didn't work out.
And kind of what's going through your mind as you're scoping out?
All the places I'm gonna hit.
And so you walk through Chuck E. Cheese. Why did you pick Chuck E. Cheese?
No, I was trying to work up a nerve.
You were trying to what?
Work up a nerve.
Okay.
So.
Sure. I mean,
if you would have been more people, there was more people in there.
Okay. So.
Okay, I know he killed 5 people, but I'm glad it wasn't a theater, and I'm glad it wasn't a Chuck E. Cheese. That's all I'm gonna say, because that would have been a lot of children, and just a lot more people than 5. I feel like
children. So, because it's just children's place.
So did you have an aversion to not wanting to do that to children, or
I didn't care.
After admitting that his presence in a children's place would be suspicious.
Okay, this guy had to have been displaying some type of red flags, right? Bro literally said he doesn't care if he killed children. Like, even psychopaths are like, I'm not going to go after children. You know what I mean?
Arjan says he then got in his car and drove around to the entrance to the women's Macy's. With unnerving clarity, he exposes the full extent of the horror he unleashed.
And so then you walk in,
see the first person.
Where did you see that person?
By some clothing racks.
Okay. And so, was that just the first person you saw, or the first person you saw? Okay. And what happens when you see her?
Shoot her.
Okay. You remember how many times?
2.
Okay.
Surveillance shows a young teenager shopping in the junior's clothing section as Arjan lifts his rifle. Seconds later, she falls and disappears from view behind the clothing racks.
Oh, God.
The first sounds of gunshots were heard by several shoppers who initially failed to recognize them for what they were.
We heard popping noises.
Wow.
And originally I was like, oh, that's weird, fireworks are going off. And then it hit me, I was like, that's gunfire. And so we heard, preceding the first couple pops, there was yelling and screaming. What caught my ear the most was just the victim screaming, and it wasn't anything intelligible. It was just pretty scared screams.
Did she say anything at all, first one?
It was too fast. I just emptied.
Okay. What about the second one?
He said, I'm sorry.
He said, I'm sorry?
Yeah.
When did he say that?
When I shot him in the leg.
Why did he say, I'm sorry to you?
I don't know.
Okay. So you shoot him in the leg, and then tell us what happens.
Falls down.
Okay, when does he say, I'm sorry?
Before I shoot him, kill him.
Okay, so he's looking at you? Okay. And he said, I'm sorry. And then after him, where do you go?
The place where the 311 were hiding.
The footage then captures an employee ducking behind the counter in the cosmetics section. Nearby, a woman struggles to help her elderly mother, who appears unable to run.
No.
The three women attempt to hide together, but tragically,
No, dude. Oh, God, bro.
Arjan discovers them. He shoots the employee as she desperately tries to crawl away, then mercilessly turns his weapon on the woman and her mother.
Do they say anything to you?
Oh, my God.
Okay.
They scream or anything like that? The whole store screaming.
One witness, who was initially mistaken for a suspect due to hiding from police, had only just arrived at the mall when the shooting began.
So tell me, what did you do immediately when you got out of the car?
White shirt, so they think it was like a flag of surrender,
Okay.
right?
What'd you do immediately when you got out of the car?
I walked up to the door and asked if the movies would still be open, and they said the whole mall's being closed because there's a shooting, and everybody needs to leave. And they started telling everybody to leave. Everybody started moving away from the doors, and I said, "Everybody get out of here! He's gonna go."
Where was it that the police, the state patrol, that ended up the ones that brought you here? Where did they come in contact with you? Where did they get you at?
When I was by the Corvette and pointed out my name on the license plate,
Okay.
they told me to get down on that, so I kept walking around the car.
Apologizing maybe is sort of defense mechanism to avoid conflict, like trying to calm the situation. I feel like that just shows that that guy was probably a good person, because good people tend to always apologize. You know, like they reflexively apologize. You know what I mean? And a lot of good people do that.
Because I knew they knew I was in trouble.
Okay. Did you know? Okay. Well, you're okay now, Blade. You're all right now. Okay. Get control. You're doing fine, and you're okay.
Oh man.
Did you know they were police officers?
Yeah, as soon as I seen their military rifles, I knew they were. I just didn't want them to shoot me too. Like, I was a bad guy. I wasn't bad. I was okay.
While survivors struggle with emotional scars, those who lost loved ones are left grieving. Among the victims are 16-year-old Sarai Lada, a cancer survivor, 61-year-old Wilton
95. Damn.
Charles Chuck Egan.
Sorry, I'm just like 90. Like, that's old. Like, she lived a long life.
Boeing maintenance worker, 52-year-old Shayla Martin, a Macy's makeup artist, 64-year-old Belinda Goldie, a probation officer in Snohomish County, and her mother, Beatrice Dotson, who was 95 years old.
He survived cancer to be shot. That's so sad. I know.
In the aftermath, a security guard recalled the moment he rushed into Macy's and saw the victims, only to later meet their families outside the mall.
I spent 8 years as a combat medic during Vietnam and all that, and I don't want to be crass, but I know dead when I see dead. The thing that bothered me the most is I came around over by Macy's, and there was a gentleman standing there leaning up against his car, his truck. And I said, "Sir, I'm going to have to ask you, you need to leave." And he says, "Well, I can't. My wife and my mother-in-law are in Macy's shopping." And he described them. Guess who I was looking at when I walked in there? Okay. So I said, "All right, sir, I just need your name and I'll let the officers know you're here." And as I turned, I saw another gentleman, Hispanic male, smoking a cigarette. I said, "Sir, you need to leave." And he said, "F you, I'm not leaving. My 16-year-old daughter's in this house."
Oh, God.
And by this time, I'd already gotten wind that there was more than two. And I just went, "Good God, these people are going home alone tonight." And there's nothing I can do. And I found I really had a problem because I had to lie to them.
The security guard recalled speaking with the employee Shayla just before her shift began.
The unfortunate thing is that just before 3, as I was coming into the security office, I did say hello to the young lady who was killed in Macy's.
You do remember
seeing her?
Interacting with
Oh, absolutely. I mean, she always had, she'd sit outside, she'd smoke a cigarette and read a book. And then she'd always have, "Hi, hope you have a good day. I hope you do too." You know, and it's one of those things that you never really think twice about. But then you realize, we're only a breath away.
Investigators are on the verge of uncovering the dark impulses that fueled Arjan's rampage. But before they do, Arjan details what unfolded after the massacre and the horrifying next steps he had in mind.
I turned my car around, toward north. I see the cops coming. I'm like, I got out of there before they, put a SWAT team in there.
Did you pass cop cars?
I passed it a couple times. There was cops coming from everywhere.
With the overwhelming presence of law enforcement in Burlington, Arjan began his drive to Seattle.
I was actually going to attack Seattle on the Monday of the 25th.
Wow.
Okay. So if I had another gun, okay, that was waiting Monday, because Monday, that's when my parents got off, because I knew I was going to get caught. Mm-hmm. Just go to my parents' house, they had nothing to do with it. I was just going to get their gun.
Okay.
And then shoot Seattle.
Anywhere in particular in Seattle you were looking at that?
Pike Place.
Pike Place is a massive outdoor market with more than 220 independently owned shops and restaurants and sees thousands of visitors per day.
What drew you to Pike Place?
Number of people.
Okay. And how were you going to do that?
Talks about it so casually. I mean, bro planned every single step. Like, he's probably been thinking about this for so long.
My dad's whole cage.
Thankfully, Arjan was found and arrested before he could enact his deadly plan. As Arjan continues, he finally gives detectives an answer for what drove him to attack the mall.
The attack was inspired by Hawkeye.
What? Huh? Elaborate?
And if you like, I could pull up the magazine that they purposely run that inspired me.
Arjan shows investigators and an FBI agent a copy of the magazine, along with instructions he said he once used to create a bomb, which ultimately failed. In an interview with investigators, Arjan's ex-girlfriend Molly described the cold and detached way he once spoke about the Oklahoma City bombing, a terrorist attack which occurred in 1995.
There was a bomb that went off in a city, and it blew up the whole entire place. There was a kids' daycare in it, and there's a memorial for it.
Oklahoma City?
Yes. And I was talking about how sad it was. That's not that sad. I was like, what do you mean that's horrible? There were children. When I went in there, there was like people, like, half torn up shoes of children and toys and stuff like that they show. It was like, no, somebody probably did something to deserve it.
Just fucking report him at that point. Oh my God, bro. Yeah, I'm kind of confused on the Al-Qaeda magazine. I don't understand that element.
I was like, but a bunch of people that, even if one person did something horrible, why did all those people have to get blown up? Why not talk to somebody, interact with somebody? That's how you deal with it.
As the investigation unfolded, those closest to Arjan were questioned, revealing unsettling glimpses into his behavior and the early indicators of a deeply disturbed individual.
Can you describe Arjan as he's growing up? I mean, he's a loner. He never really had a lot of friends.
According to his mother, Arjan is diagnosed with ADHD and
That explains it. Now it makes sense. Autistic and ADHD? That's why he killed all of them. I knew it. Chat, I have those same things. I have ADHD and autism. I don't know. Oh, we better watch out.
suspected of having autism. He also struggled with PTSD and depression.
Okay, so listing basically everything that most people have.
Condition she said stemmed from traumatic experiences during his childhood in Turkey.
We are having some problem with him, and he's on probation for 5 years. So isn't that, he had domestic violation after he break up from first girlfriend. So he started doing some, that time, we have problem with his some control substances.
Hadije explains that the breakup took a heavy toll on Arjan, while Molly offers insight into what caused the relationship to end.
How long did you
I don't know. Maybe the fact that he said that he didn't care that children died. I don't know. I don't think I would want to be with someone like that. Crazy. You know?
Date?
For about 9 months.
About 9 months. And tell me about your relationship.
It wasn't very good.
What do you mean?
His dad, he thought was, his dad and I were just having a conversation about politics one night. And he thought his dad was looking at me the wrong way, and he attacked his dad.
Huh? What? Well, those are the red flags I was talking about.
What do you mean looking at you the wrong way?
Like suggestively?
He assaulted me one night that I didn't call the cops on him when Molly was here. I was sitting on the floor in the garage talking to her, and he just hit me on the side of the head for no reason.
Documents obtained by investigators confirmed that Arjan was arrested and charged with 2 counts of domestic violence after assaulting his own parents.
Okay, call me crazy, but if there is someone in the household that has PTSD, domestic violence charges, and is on probation, don't you think it's a good idea to remove weapons from that household?
Is he ever that way with you? Okay, tell me about that.
He would,
or at least there should be a law in place that requires the weapons to be put in a safe of some sorts to where that person will not have access to those weapons. Wait, is that too logical? I'm sorry.
I have my arm and I had bruises at work.
According to interviews with people who knew him, Arjan engaged in...
You know what? Actually, you know what I think the better thing is? This guy just shouldn't want to kill people. You know what I mean? Because everybody's other solutions is just stop being crazy. You know, like people just need to stop killing people. That is honestly the easier route. Is just have everyone just stop wanting to kill people. You know what I mean? I feel like that's probably easier.
Relationships with both males and females, including the mother of one of his high school friends. Past partners revealed...
Maybe he should have gotten help, but I don't know. But that's the thing. People don't do that. People don't get help. That's the problem.
That he was gentle with men, but tended to be extremely rough and sometimes violent with women. In his senior year of high school, Arjan was arrested in 2015 for assault with sexual motivation after he inappropriately touched 2 female students. Molly's next revelation is among the most
he has a big fucking history of shit.
Details.
He told me after we broke up.
Not to mention therapy is expensive. Yeah, chat. We either need to make therapy easily accessible. Actually, we need both. We need both. We need therapy that's easier to get and cheaper. And we also need laws in place where people who have bad mental issues like him don't have access to weapons.
That he does not.
That'd be cool.
Like sexually?
Yeah. And it's a boy dog.
According to Molly, this was...
To be fair, this was 2016. I don't know if laws have changed in this specific state whenever this happened, but you know.
One of the many reasons she decided to end their relationship right after New Year's, 9 months prior to the shooting. After their breakup, Molly says Arjan continued to text her.
So, you broke up?
Told me after we broke up that he does not.
I missed that. I was yapping. I was yapping a lot. Can we is there not laws in place for this shit? Can we not report someone for having sex with their dog? Like
sexually?
No! Another way! He fucked his dog? What other way do you do that?
This dog.
Like sexually?
Yeah. And it's a boy dog.
According to Molly, this was one of the many reasons she decided to end their relationship right after New Year's, 9 months prior to the shooting. After their breakup, Molly says Arjan continued to text her, creating multiple accounts which she would continuously block. Investigators learned Arjan was blocked on Facebook by 56 users, most of them females.
After I broke up with him, he messaged me on Facebook. And
yeah, chat, there's a lot of red flags, like I expected.
Told me he will come down here and rape me.
Okay.
And kill me.
That's
and anybody
horrible.
that got in their way.
Okay.
As more details emerge, investigators press Arjun for answers about his past.
You're very skilled with a gun. Did you ever play games growing up?
Mario and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, don't fucking... What, are you going to ask him if he played GTA? I don't think GTA makes you fuck a dog, all right?
Okay, so like when I played, it was cops and robbers, but now they no, they now they have video games and all.
No, I play tag and stuff.
Okay, but what about video games?
Stop, dude. Stop. Stop asking about... He fucked a dog. He fucked a dog. Stop asking about video games.
That? Yeah. What's your favorite?
Battlefield.
Okay. Which?
Call of Duty.
Oh, Call of Duty. Okay.
A former friend who used to play video games with Arjun later recalled concerning behavior during their sessions.
He's very violent in how he talks, like on Xbox. And
How so?
like when we would like start a game or something and we were like having a good time and there'd be like a countdown, it'd be like 3, 2, 1, and then you could just like see him like shooting in the air, like running in front, being like, Allah Akbar, like saying something stupid like that.
He'd say that?
Yeah, he would say stuff like that and we would just laugh, and it wasn't like, I don't know, I see like lots of the media is like saying that he was a terrorist and all this stuff, and like that was definitely not true, I don't think.
What would you say to somebody who watched the video and said, you know what? You moved swiftly and accurately through Macy's just like you were dominating
It's those damn video games, chat.
Call of Duty. What would your response to them be?
I play Call of Duty.
Dude, stop. Stop trying to place the game on Call of Duty. What is this shit? He literally has a history of violence. He literally fucked a dog. All right? He literally talked about how he wanted to rape and murder someone. He talked about how he didn't feel anything whenever children died. What does this have to do with Call of Duty?
It wasn't bad.
Boy, it was smooth.
Because there are certain researchers out there that would say that playing first-person shooter video games prepare you for.
Like, I read things on
Bro, I'm gonna lose it.
the hook that said that. I think it's the stupidest thing.
Yeah, how come?
Because it's fun. Al Qaeda kills people. You don't kill people through Call of Duty.
I'm trying to understand why you decided to walk into Macy's with a rifle and shoot people.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
So I don't get it. You don't believe that the reason was because of Al Qaeda, and now you're trying to spin it. You're trying to make it to where you're trying to convince him that it was games that made him do it.
You wanted to kill people. You know, that doesn't make you a terrorist. That just makes you a murderer.
As Arjun sticks to his story, the tension begins to boil over.
What were you mad at?
Could you?
Don't pull that shit out. I'm just tired of listening to you go into your stories about I can't answer that, I can't. You can't. You just don't want to. So as a religious judge,
Who?
a true judge, the religious guy, a true believer who
Dude, why is this guy screaming?
looked at you and said, I'm sorry. Basically said, I forgive you for what you do right before you put the bullet in his head. What did you feel?
Nothing. He's a psychopath. He didn't feel anything.
When Sheila Martin is crawling for her life, and you shoot the Catherine Street and shoot her
In the back.
and then when Beatrice Diamond, 95 years old, sitting with her teeth being shielded by her 67-year-old mother, Belinda Garza.
I don't get what this cop wants. Yeah, me neither. I don't understand what he's trying to do. Like, it's a simple case of this dude is a psychopath. He doesn't care about human or people. He looks at humans as a lower life form compared to him. He looks at them like, you know, animals. He fucked a dog. Like, it's a simple case of bro's got mental issues and he had access to a gun and he killed people. I don't really get, like, I don't know why this cop is trying to be like, did you feel anything? No, he didn't. He didn't feel anything.
Belinda Gawley. What are you feeling?
Nothing.
She murdered them.
Why? You can sit and say nothing and let everybody on YouTube and the Facebook world and everything else paint a picture of this evil, sick person, or you can choose to tell your story.
Arjan leaves the interrogation room unwavering in his claim that the attack was an act of terrorism inspired by Al-Qaeda. But 3 weeks later, he returns with a different story.
All right, let's hear
this
it.
time ready to reveal the true motivations behind his horrifying act of violence.
Let's hear it.
His new confession, however, is soon followed by an admission that lays bare the logic behind his actions and hints at a deeply disturbed mindset.
I was kind of angry.
What were you angry about?
Just life. Just...
Because you don't seem like an angry guy.
Just work and school.
Everything kind of...
Oh, man, I don't want to go to school today. I don't want to go to work. Ah, man, I get... kind of want to kill a bunch of people. You know, work sucks, school sucks. You know, I kind of feel like killing a bunch of people, you know? What? Huh? What does that mean?
Stacking up.
Yeah.
So tell us everything that was stacking up.
Yeah, that feeling when you want to murder everyone because school sucks.
Just... I had to talk to my dad. He was like, "You're kind of not ready for college. You got the financial stuff. Buy a bunch of bills. You got to pay bills and push everyone by." So it kind of threw me off a little.
So I can totally get why that would frustrate somebody and why that would make you angry. But then, what was going to the mall gonna fix?
I don't know. Just that was just a plan of mine. That was for anything special.
After the mall incident, a former co-worker recalled Arjan once saying he planned to commit a mass shooting.
Bro. You see what I mean, bro? You see what I mean? Like they literally tell people.
Loud enough for others to hear. What seemed like a joke then now stands out as a glaring warning for what was to come.
And Arjan is just sitting like this, staring at the table and going, "Man, I still haven't shot anyone." And I think it was right when a shooting happened too. Like, some shooting somewhere happened. And he was like, "That's crazy how some people can do that. Like, what makes them want to do that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know, right?" And then all of a sudden he was like, "I wonder if I could do that. Like, I still haven't shot anyone yet." And I was just like, "No, yeah, don't think about it." He's like, "Nah, I'm really starting to think about it. Like, I have everything for it." And I was like, "Okay, dude, you do you." I didn't actually believe, like, that would happen. I was like, but it was easy to believe when it did happen because of that specific situation.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy that so many shootings happen in America that other people are like, wow, they just walk in and shoot people. Well, shit, I can do that too. That's why they keep happening, bro. Because it's easy. It's so fucking easy to do.
Enjoy it?
The dude literally is like, he has mental issues and blatant problems and a blatant red flag and all these issues. And he has free access to a gun. And he's like, oh, this is easy. Oh, that dude killed people. I can just run home, grab my gun, and go kill people. Damn, that's easy.
What about it did you enjoy?
Just the killing part. What about the killing part? Just putting bolts in the... Yeah, it was pretty exciting.
Oh my god.
Tell me about that excitement. Tell me about what's going on in your body.
It was a rush.
There's a rush.
I don't know what it sounds like.
No, Pig, you don't understand. His leftist ideology is the problem. Chat, empathy is a sin.
No, you're not doing that. That's why we're talking.
Have you ever experienced anything else that gave you that kind of rush, you know?
So when did the rush start for you?
The first person. Or, well, no, taking the gun out of my trunk.
So as soon as you pull the gun out, that's when the adrenaline goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're like, game on.
Game on.
I think jihad or terrorism is the icing on the cake. Is that
Makes sense?
Yep. Is that accurate?
Yes.
That just adds to it.
Yes.
So when you're looking for that level of fame and fortune, where the president knows your name, the president knows who Arjan in Little Oak Harbor, Washington is. The governor knows who Arjan is. All these people across the nation, Fox News in New York knows who Arjan is. All these people know who Arjan is. Well, then if you want to add, yeah, let's throw a little jihad in. That's just icing, but really, jihad has nothing to do with this. Does it?
No.
Nope. And there is the grin.
In the months that followed, Arjan wrote 4 very long letters, including one to his mother that were about killing staff and inmates, eating people, and serial killers, and his own killings. In one, he wrote,
To your mom?
writes, I have no regret. Killing people is fun. According to multiple news sources, he was later charged with 5 counts of aggravated first-degree murder. However, on April 16, 2017, 20-year-old Arjan Chetan was found unresponsive in his jail cell after taking his own life. 2 notes were found in his cell, one which included a list of notorious killers, Dylan Roof, Ted Bundy, and Timothy McVeigh, who perpetrated the Oklahoma City bombing. Other messages read, Don't want to spend life in prison, and I want the death penalty. Life here is miserable. In the aftermath of the shooting, the community established a temporary memorial at the Cascade Mall. Tanya Young, Shayla's
They're
daughter,
always such
established
cowards,
a
I
memorial
know.
scholarship in her
Always. They always bitch out.
mother's name called the Shayla K. Martin Scholarship. The mall temporarily closed during the COVID pandemic and was rebranded as the Burlington Gallery when it reopened in 2024. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help...
Man, that's awful. That's awful. And way too common.
Now it's time to walk away. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Did you laugh or cry or maybe subscribed? I'll thank you either way. You know I will miss you. I hope you return. Tell your friend or your mother to get me more views, please.